Dear friends, I humbly ask for 10 short minutes of your time. In early 2024, I had an epiphany. It was the gentle, slow-burning kind. I read a book, which those of you who know me know that is something that I do a lot of. Sometime during the book, I had an if not me, then who moment. It swept through me. I knew that I had a unique collection of knowledge and experience to communicate something very important and to a very, very wide audience. I could feel it in my being. I've spent decades researching the razor's edge between metaphysics and science, skating both sides of the line. My voracious appetite for learning has taken me back and forth from the astonishing research of genius scientists who walked the line between peer rejection and personal integrity, to the ancient and modern-day mystics who explored the terrain of consciousness, contextual to creating individual healing that the scientific establishment has deemed impossible. It's honest to say that this research has been motivated by a deep sense of my own personal human flaws, how they have held me back and caused suffering to the people who've mattered to me the most. It's been about fixing myself, becoming a better person, somehow atoning for my many errors. Well, if I don't reveal myself naked now at my book launch, then when else will I do it? Over this past year and a half, I've written a book. It's launched, and it's available right now to purchase on Amazon. I'm proud of it, and I stand behind every word penned, along with its mission. It's a revealing, and it's a call to action for transformation and healing of family, social networks, right up to the geopolitical level of healing that's required now on planet Earth. An end to all the wars, large and small. How could I have a mission for this? Please stay with me. I've scaled back my activist posts in social media. It's not that I've reeled back my desire to participate in creating a better world. On the contrary, I want a better world more than ever, and I can feel it closer than ever. I want healing at every level as much as a drowning man wants air. Truly I do. I've come to know that at a personal level, real, deep, lasting change never comes from the outer objective 3D world. The 3D world is the world of repeated patterns and endless repeating cycles. To be blunt, the 3D world is the world of war. From the war with our reflection in the mirror in front of us, to social war, religious war, war between men and women, war with the driver in front of us in traffic, war with the clock, right up to the wars between nations. I realize that outer change in the wider world can only come from within. Please stay with me. I've come to know that the only task that the conscious, outer, objective, walk of life mind can perform in making real lasting change is in creating the seed of the desire for change. This seed must, though, be planted sacredly into the fertile soil of the subjective mind, the inner mind, and watered with unyielding attention, like the sacred oak tree that it will become if its assumption is persisted upon from the inner state. I didn't understand how this could be extrapolated out into the wider world until I read a book written by an author that I follow. After this, I knew I had the years of research and personal learning to present this material in a wider context and to a very wide audience. In short, I've come to know that the only way we will get the world we all deserve and yearn for is by coming together in the inner state. There's a way, and it's revealed in my book. Of essential importance, this is not about religion or even about the New Age. Matter of fact, it was my mission in writing this book for the material to break out of the connotation and the brushstroke of the New Age, as this community is too small and loaded with all sorts of baggage, though in saying this I'm not critical of it. My book is about the fundamental physics of consciousness that has been kept from humanity for millennia, and it's no flakier than the law of gravity, this I promise you, and it's much, much more powerful when it's enacted. The book I've written presents a watertight case for this premise and is entirely compelling and arresting in its implications for wider humanity, all of humanity. It's a synthesis that I felt uniquely equipped to present due to my decades-long learning on this terrain. At the end is an action plan for humanity's redemption. I have never been more certain of anything in my life, and those who know me will know that I don't speak with certainty unless I am certain. Do you wonder why we are led to so many differing ideologies in this modern world? Do you wonder why humanity is so divided? We've been ideologically divided for a reason, and the ideologies get more and they get weirder. It's not from any natural evolution, this I'm certain. Our worldviews have been carefully managed for centuries to keep us at war with each other, to keep us divided. My book reveals this, along with exhilarating revelations from both the scientific and the mystical. There is one thing I know for certain now, and that is that the beautiful world we all want is as close to us as what we steadfastly hold in consciousness to be true. There are white hats coming to save us, but they're not the ones we've been told about. We are the white hats. We don't come together in the streets behind megaphones. Using our outer voices, we come together in a way that is 100,000 times more powerful. In my book, I show how this can be, beyond any doubt. I've come to the realization that the only thing that happens to people who wield megaphones is they get shot. Physically shot or metaphorically shot. Our collective power is gargantuan in scale. All we have to do is come together. My book makes a watertight case that supports my action plan. My call to action is not flaky. It is not new age. It is not religious. It is extremely lucid, based on demonstrable and proven research. It involves a coming together. Essentially, the loudest megaphone ever made is our collective focused inner consciousness. It's essential to get my book into as many hands as possible. It's written for everyone, no matter their ideology or their walk. For doctor, for Christian, scientist, Muslim, truck driver, receptionist, clairvoyant. It's written for everyone. On this terrain, there is no hierarchy. There is no masterclass for qualification. There are no weekend workshops to attend. We are all credentialed to create the new beautiful world, just because we are alive in flesh. Once the penny dropped to this truth, my exhilaration was palpable. You could have felt it out in the street. I want every person on planet Earth who knows that the state of the world is not as it should be to purchase and read my book, Axionousis. The word, I had to create it because the word didn't even exist in language to describe this mental state. It simply means embodiment of the self-evident truth that only consciousness creates lived reality. Its full meaning and the reason I had to create it is in the glossary at the end of the book. My book proves it. Simple as it sounds, this fundamental and demonstrable truth has been kept from humanity since, as far as I can tell, the destruction of the Tower of Babel, so many thousands of years ago. Once we know this, all we have to do is come together. How we do it is outlined in my book. My call to you, my friends, is to trust me on this and purchase my book. It's solid, and I'm certain of its ability to stand on its feet in the literary space. I got palpably excited by the implications of the content. This material is of such importance that everything I can think of is trivial by comparison. This work is infinitely more powerful than 1,000 megaphones on 1,000 stages. It feels like I've done my homework, and I'm so excited about it. My activism from now on will be enacted from the inner state, a state that I've come to realize is the only one from which change ever happens. I humbly ask you to purchase my book and then invite others to do the same. I'm certain it contains the way for humanity's redemption. Please also join the Axionousis Facebook group to see further podcasts. Thank you.